signed the Sky Pet, and it was a fairly comfortable day at the office. Were there any signs early on that things were going your way and the decisions you were making were going to turn out good for you?
Yeah, I was playing the ball really well, moving well, and I saw from the beginning that I was playing well, reading the game well, and that was a really, really good match for me to start.
You obviously rely on your ground strokes. Your greatest shot that we love so much is the backhand. When you're hitting a backhand like this early on, cross court is dependable. Does this give you confidence to say, oh, this is going to be good for me? Because Thomas maybe was a half step slow, and I was able to do the kinds of things I like to do on a tennis court.
Yeah, for me it's important to start that aggressive, especially from the baseline, and also to show him that he cannot just play with me, he has to do more. And I think from the second game already I did two really good backhand cross, putting under pressure already.
And how often do you get in behind your shots like you are here? I mean, this is a wonderful play for you. Obviously, you're feeling confident. You've got the lead, so you're loose, playing the kind of tennis that we know you can play.
Yeah, no, I had the break from the first game, so then I was playing a little bit more aggressive. But against Berdic, it's always the same. He's playing really hard, serving well, so I need to take the control of the speed of the ball, and if I can put him under pressure, I know that I always play well.
Familiar position for you, serving and volleying. How often do you get in behind the serve? It's not something you do a lot of, but you look pretty comfortable doing it. Is that something you're trying to add to your talents and your skills on a court?
Yeah, the past couple of months we're practicing more, trying to do more serve and volley, to put more pressure, especially when I saw that he's returning in slice, that he opened his hand, and I know that the ball is flying a little bit and I have time to go.
Obviously, things are going your way. You had the challenge on set point, and was there any doubt that it wouldn't go your way? It seemed like the entire set was going your way. Of course, it was right on the line, so you won the set pretty comfortably. Now, as we get into look at the second set, talk a little bit about the surface, because you hadn't hit a backhand winner until you got into the second set. And you started the set with a winner. I know you started the first set with that backhand crosscourt. Here was a backhand winner that you hit up the line. Your first one off this side. Again, more good signs for you?
Yeah, no, but for me, against Berdic, it's not about making some winner. It's about mixing the speed and also putting him under pressure. I like to take him on the backhand cross, staying with him, because I know that he gets uncomfortable for moving inside and back. And yeah, I'm not looking to make winner. I'm just trying to play aggressive. And
how does that reflect on the surface? We watched this exchange here. Obviously, you play with power on the backhand, but here you are. Thanks to lovely underspin. You're not giving him much pace. Was this a tactic you were actively thinking about before you took the court?
Yeah, I played Thomas so many times, and I know that I need to mix with the slice and the top spin. And if I can make him come a little bit on the court, then I can take advantage of the rally.
And obviously, it gets down to your backhand again. You can play your most dependable drive. When do you make a decision in a position like this? Because you've obviously got plenty of space down the line if you want it. But instead you opt to play back cross-court. How does that work for you? Are these decisions you make as the ball is coming to you, and how does it all unfold in your mind?
The decision come as soon as the ball are coming, because then I know how he's moving, and I know what I want to do. Again, I try to really take him on outside on the short cross-court if I can, because then I know that he doesn't really like that space.
I think you're starting to get to know him too well. I don't think he wants to see you across the net after a day like today. Again, consistent returns. I think you got almost 90% of your service returns back into play.
Yeah, no, today I was seeing the ball really good. I'm happy with everything in general, and yeah, for sure against Thomas, if you can return a lot of serve, it's always good.
And I know on your forehand, you actually can play with a tremendous amount of variety. Obviously, you're confident, feeling good. When do you again make a decision here? Here you are. You got plenty of room to work with. Are you going to drive it cross court? Or are you going to play with spin? How does that unfold in your mind? Obviously, you're feeling pretty confident about the things you're doing out there.
Yeah, I try to mix again. It's against Thomas. I try to mix the zone where I'm playing, and look, it's really good forehand, and then he's completely out of the court. Then you make a good defense, but I'm already at the net.
You look a little like your fellow countryman Roger Federer there up at the net, playing all-court tennis.
Far away from him.
Can it get any better for you? Do you feel like this was one of your best performances ever at the O2?
I think it's not about getting better or not, but it's for me a perfect match, perfect start. I didn't expect to win 6-1, 6-1 today against Thomas. I didn't expect to play that well, and to start the tournament, especially here against all the top ten guys, is really good.
That was a nice position. And just a couple more looks. And again, the swing volley, something that you do so well.
Yeah, I need to come in, play simple, really aggressive. I know that it depends a lot of me, of the way I'm feeling, and that's why when I play well and I'm moving well, I can beat all the guys.
Look at that. Not an easy surface to hit winners on. I don't believe Thomas Berdych had a winner from the baseline. Is that unusual when you're playing a guy like that?
Yeah, that's, I was seeing the ball really well. No, again, for me, it's a perfect match.
Just to reinforce how, this is really the anchor of your game, isn't it?
That's what I told you against Thomas. I really try to keep him there. If you see some other match, I go a lot long line to make them move, but against Thomas it's different. I know that if I can have the short one, I can really take advantage of the point.
Do you need to hit winners occasionally, like this one?
Yes, just to make him think a little bit more, to make him know that I can always go long line and I can always mix.
And this is match point. What's it feel like when you're in the zone, everything's worked your way, and now you're closing it out? This was interesting as you celebrated, you looked over at your bench here. What was that suggestion of?
Well, I had a couple of tough week. Past tournament was losing early in tournament, and I wasn't feeling that well